Hi and welcome to Milgaunt Farms. It's a beautiful day here in the middle of nowhere. It is absolutely bitter cold outside. Thankfully today we're going to be working inside. The whole bunch of last videos, guys, have been about working on the mountain. And thankfully most of that is done. We still have some testing to do, some sensors to install, and checking for some leaks, but up until the point of tapping, the woods are pretty much done. We're excited about that for sure. Today, Ludford, our wonderful neighbor, is going to come over and help us label. So we got an order from Harris Teeter, and we didn't have it all bottled. So yesterday, Lud came over to help us out, Lud and his wife, Peggy, and they brought brownies. Oh, how cool is that? I made a joke about liking the corners of brownies, and they sent us brownies. Oh, it was so good. And they came over and we got to bottle. Unfortunately, we didn't film that bottling adventure, but suffice to say, they did an outstanding job. And so now they are officially bottlers. Today, we've got to get those same bottles labeled, and Lud's gonna come back over and help. So this afternoon, Peggy can't join us, so Lud's gonna come over and he and I are gonna label the fronts and the backs of our bottles. Lud's a really unique fellow. I really enjoy spending time with him. So guys, this is gonna be a little odd. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I am gonna say that there's something different about our video. And there may be one or two slight differences. If you can find them, put that in the comments below, and I will mail you a bottle of syrup. The only conditions that I have is that you need to be in the continental USA. Lower 48, as some people would call it up north. But we'll definitely do that. So if you're in the US, let us know what you think that is. In order to be ready to bottle, in order to be ready to label efficiently, we've got to get kind of configured. And we're going to do that here in just a couple of minutes. We've got our labelers, both of them just about set up. We've got a little work to do on that. Lud will sit on the other side of me, and then we'll start the process of labeling. I do the fronts, he does the backs, and then we put it into a case, and then the cases go onto the pallet. Once we're all done with this, then we're gonna load it into our van, and then that will be what we take to the delivery come tomorrow. Yeah, I'd step away. I'm worried as all get up. Huh? Don't be scared, Lud. This is here to help you.
I want there to be somebody left that can say what happened to
When you just get the camera.
He blew himself up. I don't do stuff. Yeah,
Is it on?
Yeah.
All right.
Going out.
What's that? What's that?
The light's going out.
Is it? Maybe I bumped it. I learned a lesson not to put your head on top of it.
Well, if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
I have to clean all the equipment in the barn. So everything's
All
got
that.
I've already got that clean just about. I've got to put it all together. There's a blue thing in the top of the small tank up there that's got to be disassembled and greased and put back together. The other side of the wall is a vacuum pump. And those two blue lines have to be cleaned out by shooting some stuff through them. It's pretty easy to do. Both tanks have to be cleaned. That thing down there is an air injection system that I bought last year or year before to put in there. And I installed it last year. It did really well. So that's got to be reinstalled. The air pump for that's got to be put back together. You know, it's just little things. But it's just enough of them that you can't do it all at the same time.
Right. When I first saw that, it looked like a chrome choo-choo train.
I know, it does, doesn't it?
The chimneys and all. It looked like a...
You see your, don't tear it, don't tear it. This is important. So what we're doing now is we're just taking this guy, feeding it in. They do have a count, the newer ones. The newer ones have a counter on them, and there's kind of counters will tell you how many labels you put on.
Right.
Haha. Now you're pooping the dog right now. Alright, now, that you just would stick it there just very lightly.
Say it.
Yeah, now that's good. So what's going to happen, watch. When you pull that, it's going to load the next one. So watch me as I grab this one. So this is pretty simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger just like that. And I'm going to keep that one finger there. I'm going to push again from the center out. Fan, give it to you. We got to do. There is a tape gun right there. I'll get it, don't burn yourself. So I'll probably be the one doing this, which will be, I'll line them up perfect. I will line these up perfectly. I'm not going to stand for any less in my way. Boom. Now this is done. This is a 12. And this 12 is not what we're selling. And we're not doing many 12, but we're certainly going to take and set them in the 12 stack.
On the outside, does it say 12 anywhere?
It sure says it on the ends.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do next is set up to do the labels. And we're not quite there yet in the respect that, here's a label for you. Do that 12. We'll do 2 more 12s. Use that one on the top. Case ready?
Yep.
Okay. So we have to do a couple of things to that. Here's one thing you don't want to do on the table, and that's a bunch of bouncing. If you take these bottles and bounce them really hard, the problem you're going to face is it's going to jostle this machine, and these guys could move. When they move, the eye gets off, and all of a sudden it could begin to shoot stuff out. Here's the next case. And it might happen anyway. You notice how that time it didn't give you one, right? So, yeah, we didn't set another one up for you. So what you'll do to make the next one work is, that's it. And we never operate this machine with the doors open or the wind. When you do that, we start to have problems. So here's your next box. They're afraid of people. Well, bears just, they don't want anything to do with us. But bears are very blind. They can't see very quick. They can smell like no tomorrow. All of my encounters with bears have been the fact that they can smell. I was shooting at the cabin one day. I don't know if I told you the story, probably 15 years ago. We were shooting up on the top, and we were in boxes of ammo, right? And He wasn't no more than, I might have been by myself at this point. And I was walking back down the hill to go back to the cabin. They're gonna make it walk right past me. Close as almost immediate.
Didn't see you?
I mean, maybe that's a one-off, I don't know. Now they smell, so on Friday nights I used to go to the cabin, and what they would do, I'd have a cookout. Every Friday night I would cook a steak or something on the grill. That was my treat for the week. Make a meal, get down with the meal, then I'd go in and watch movies. That was my routine. Get up early the next morning, go for a mountain bike ride. Or sometimes I would ride that evening, come back, get the steak, go to bed. It was summer months because I had plenty of wine. Well, I used to have a big bear, big old sow would come up. Then I had another bear we called the bear. He would come up and hang out with us all the time. So every Friday night, he was there. The guy was speaking there sometimes. Why did we not go over and fly there?
Because I was in a military police battalion at that point.
Why would you do that versus continue to fly?
Because when I was in East Carolina, I wanted a direct commission, and what they had to offer was military police.
What's that?
They didn't have any aviation direct commissions, they had military police.
So you were a seasoned pilot, and they used to give you a commission.
See, the Army has a branch for everything, and we didn't have any branch openings for aviation, but they had plenty for military police. Second lieutenant military police.
So that doesn't make sense.
Did to me.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't in that. The key to the military, that was the big thing in the thing. Whatever you did, you were going to love it. And that's how it worked. Whatever MOS you got, it was a great MOS. I mean, you might have wanted to be this or be that, but in the end, you're going to leave Marines and everything was good. But, you know, if someone came in and you were an astronaut or whatever, and you're going to start flying, and they're going to put you on, become a SUPO or a supply officer. No, that didn't make sense. That didn't make sense.
Well, yeah. Well, see, I was in East Carolina, and I was in my third year, and the education that they were offering me in military police training was valuable. You know, I was getting a degree in corrections, administration, and justice. And so I traded my wings in for the branch. I wanted to be a military policeman. And the jobs I got after that, that was the cutting piece right there. That was the thing that made the difference to the employer.
Okay, that's it. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna leave those out. We're gonna, you know what? Put in the piece there.
This is it for today, today's production.
No, you gotta stay. I gotta go. You can finish this up by yourself. You only got like 20 cases. You could do that in about 3 hours.
Kevin, I don't mind telling you, I won't be here when you get back.
I know. But I'm not coming back for 4 hours. You can see out back. There's water, bottles of water, melt some snow.
No, it's my turn to fix supper.
So tomorrow's adventure is to move all that stuff there, which is some of it's glass, and then get the van in here unloaded, like the seats and everything removed, and then all these cases here, 40 of them, just stripped out from the middle to the back.
And you put them on pallets.
I'm going to put a pallet on top of them, just so that when I get there, I just pull a pallet out, then load the pallet by
I
hand.
got you. And then he can come get it with his forklift.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I hope to be able to knock that out. It only takes me 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm done, man, I got a chance to just talk to the folks there for a little bit.
Did you ever eat all the meat in those freezers?
Oh, no. No, I have.
I remember loading that up, and my God, we couldn't even shut the door, remember?
Well, I got 3 more cows since then.
In those?
No, there's a cow in each one. There's a cow in that one over there. There's, our turkeys are some in here. And then in the basement of the house, we've got 3 freezers, ducks, chickens, and turkeys. And and pork. We got a pig.
If you never go to town again, you got plenty to eat.
I don't have to worry about that. And that was the fear. I mean, that, and my wife eats a lot of protein. I don't know why she does that, but she eats a lot of meat. She has no problem with this is good and bad. She'll take a roast. Don't matter what kind of roast it is. She'll take a roast. Instead of making a roast out of it, she'll cut it into steaks. And she'll cook steaks out of it. She'll marinate and cook a daggone steak out of it, and she'll eat her portion of meat that she wants for that day. To me, that's kind of weird.
No comment. I ain't getting into this one. All right, Kevin.
No comment is just as bad, there, Rutherford.
Yeah, sometimes it will get you in trouble. All right, you want me to help you put anything away here?
Nope. Figure out your
One more gush of heat here before I light into the frozen tundra.
Stay warm. You want some soup?
Yeah.
You sure? All good?
Nope.
There it is. Brother. A lot of fun, as always.
Yes, sir.
See you.
Nice chatting with you.
I'll see you up on the mountain, right? Walking the lines next week.
Well, I don't know, Kevin.
Starting Saturday. All right, bro. I'll see you soon. Video's gonna be up very soon. Tell you what, it's not every day you get to hang out with a really great neighbor, and Lud is wonderful. I appreciate him coming over, helping out, and just being a good friend. So Lud's taking off, and we're heading over to the cabin to check on the guests that left there over the weekend, and then we're gonna take the kids out and have maybe some, I don't know, French fries. I want to say thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you're seeing, we always ask that you give us that thumbs up. What really helps are comments. You know, good, bad, and the ugly. You know, we love to learn, and your comments help us do better all the way around. I'm a first-generation farmer. I spent a good amount of time in the Marine Corps. That's Lud. So I'm a first-generation farmer. I spent a good number of years both on the officer and enlisted side in the Marine Corps. And then when I left, I did some work in the auto body industry for many years. And now I'm a farmer. And I really, really like being a farmer. It's a good time. So I think that's about it. It's time to go. It's time to head out and go hang out with the family. We'll have some more videos out very soon. We appreciate you taking your time today to watch our videos. And until next time, God bless you guys.